Yeah.
Well, funny you mentioned that because I might be coming down with a sort of sickness.
What?
I've got a.
no.
I'm sick. I'm sick, and the only cure is, I don't know, lava cookies.
Ooh, yes.
Lava cookies from Pokemon Gen 4.
Weren't there lava cookies in?
Wait, no, Gen 3.
3?
Oh my goodness, I said it wrong. It's Gen 3.
Oh
I'm
my
so
God.
sorry.
You're not allowed to make any
It's
Gen
because of
4
his
covers
sickness.
anymore.
He can't think straight.
Wow. That's loud. So we are going to be talking about what?
Well, let me preface this and explain what's going on right now. So, currently, our recording situation is a little bit different than it usually is.
Yes.
Right now, I'm in my basement with the illustrious Sab Irene.
What?
The illustrious Sab Irene is in my basement with me, and I am recording on a separate microphone than her, and she is on the microphone that I usually use.
The blue bluebird.
And we are down here having a darn tootin' good time. Yeah,
I don't think that's the way you want to put it.
darn tootin' good time.
Wowie. Yeah.
And we've also got the regular TeraCMusic.
Yo.
Yeah, on her usual stuff. But
On my
yeah,
usual AT4040.
This is kind of a weird one because we're two of us are in the same place. This is like the first time WowieTalk has ever been done in person.
One space.
Sort of in person, yeah.
Sort of
in person. Magfest.
I was gonna say we should
2/3 of the way there.
At Magfest, it'll be done in person. We'll have an
Dude,
in-person
yes.
WowieTalk.
Yes.
That'd be really cool.
That will be so fun to do. We should 360 live stream it.
That live stream action.
Oh no.
Sorry for.
Oh my God.
But on the subject of that, our fellow member Julia is busy working on some collaborations right now, and our fellow member Ro is
He's
Sick.
sick too. You're both
He's
sick,
sick.
boys.
I'm not that sick, but Ro is officially sick. So in
Yeah.
honor of his
Sickness.
Indianness,
A sickness.
sickness. In honor of the sickness, we are going. Oh, sorry.
We're gonna be talking about home remedies, or just what we do when we're sick.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Correct. Sorry,
So-
I clipped a little.
It's
It's
okay.
okay. Sab's been clipping.
You've been clipping too.
Wowie.
Not really. No, I have the
When
red
you were
dot.
coughing.
I
you
have the
were-
hiccups. It's just gonna come back at some point. It's
Yeah,
gonna.
that's okay. We'll just
Drink
laugh.
water. You gotta drink water. Or what do you do
Take
to
the
get rid of
water.
hiccups?
Oh.
Hey, that's the thing we could talk about.
Yeah,
Hiccups. So my mom has this thing. So whenever I used to get hiccups as a kid, she would take a piece of paper, right? She would rip off a corner and do a small chunk. Then she would lick it and stick it to my forehead.
Really?
Because apparently that solves the problems of.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
I've
Oh, no,
never
it's-
heard of that either.
No, it's legit.
Did it work?
So I think the reason why it works is I think it's a total placebo thing.
Oh, okay.
Where you think
So it doesn't
that it's,
actually work.
No, there's no scientific basis. for
Okay,
it.
that's true.
I mean, you just stick it to your forehead and you leave it on there and then your hiccups go away. It worked for me, probably because of the placebo again.
Yeah.
What about you, Tara?
Hiccups.
I tried a couple of other things that everyone's just oh, if you have the hiccups, do this. And then, I tried a bunch. The one that works the best for me, though, is drinking water while holding your breath. But I drink,
What?
specifically, I drink 10 gulps worth of water without, breathing. And then
Okay.
after I'm done drinking the 10 gulps, then I'll breathe again, and then they're gone.
Carlos is testing this right now.
Ugh, I only got through 8.
Oh, come on, you gotta do 10.
Because you
No, I
didn't
only
have
had,
enough
I
water.
only had 8 in my glass.
all right. Well,
I apologize if you guys heard that, by the way. If you guys to hear me gulping water.
So for the hiccups, I remember my grandmother used to tell me, and I don't think she understood her logic. She told me that if you hiccuped more than once in a minute, that you would die, which I don't know why she would say that, considering she was a nurse. So
What?
I thought that was interesting. Or
Why would she say something like that?
But I've tried a bunch of different methods. Like, people have said, like, if you hold in a breath, like, and you like hold your nose and do it for like 10 seconds, like, it gets rid of it. It doesn't work, because usually I'll be doing that, and then like when I get to like 7 or 8, I'll hiccup. Drinking water, taking deep breaths like really helps, because usually it's because your breathing has gotten off, and that's what's causing the hiccups, because there's like a thing in your diaphragm. Someone told me about it. And the other method, which I used to use when I was younger and don't now, is if you have a spoonful of sugar, like literally a spoonful of sugar will make the hiccups go away.
That explains a lot about you.
No, but like I did it when I was like much younger.
That
like,
also explains a lot about you when you were younger.
You didn't know me when I was like 10 years old.
How do you know?
Oh, no.
Oh.
But I don't like. I think it's because you have to use like, I don't know, the fact that it's sugar. I don't even know, but it actually does work. It was crazy to me as a kid. I was like, whoa,
Wowie.
That's really interesting. I've heard like, oh, I have to scare you to get rid of
that
the
doesn't work.
hiccups.
I've heard that too. That's just more of like a prank, like a justification
Yeah,
for a prank.
I guess so.
Yeah.
What else have I heard? Doing like a handstand
Oh, I've heard that too.
against the wall so that you're upside down.
They were like, there was an episode of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends where like Blue had the hiccups, and they were like trying all these methods, and Eduardo was just tricking him into like trying all these things, like, oh, like brush your teeth, eat a lemon, like stand on your head and go like la la la. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, I remember the la 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 part. That was funny.
Oh man. So
That's
hiccups,
the hiccups.
yeah.
I think mine have gone away actually.
Yes.
Yay.
It'll come back at
One
the end of
method
the. It'll
worked.
come back at the end of the podcast.
It shouldn't, but if it does,
Nice
we'll,
job kicking the microphone, Sab.
I'm not used to this. I have a USB microphone that sits comfortably on my desk. Not one with a fancy mic stand.
Anyway, I kicked mine too. Oh, okay. Oh, whatever.
Should we talk about more common things, like the common cold?
Well, yes. When I get the common cold,
Mm-hmm.
what I typically do is I make this concoction of it's either warm water or like tea. You know, tea is just warm water. Plus about like a fourth of a lemon. Like you squeeze that in, and then you add like about a tablespoon of honey, and then you mix it up. It doesn't taste very good, but it's been like the best thing.
It actually does help.
It's
I've
really
tested
great
that.
at like either alleviating or preventing sore throats from happening. Like if you feel yourself getting it and you start drinking it,
Right.
I have noticed that it definitely does help prevent the development of more severe throat problems.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, tea is very, very good for anything throat related.
Is it because of the temperature or just like something specific in the tea?
It probably has to do
think-
with like the herbs and spices in the tea as well as the temperature.
Yeah, I would say it's a combination. Like the temperature definitely does help soothe the throat, and then depending on what kind of tea it is, I'm sure that there's some stuff in there that also helps soothe it. So yeah.
What about you, Sam? When you're sick, what do you do?
So usually I'm not someone that like as soon as I start feeling sick, I'm like, oh my god, I need to take a crap ton of medication. I usually like to let it wait for like a day or two to really make sure that it's like serious. So but if I do get sick, I usually drink tea first thing in the morning, because when you're sick, you feel worse first thing in the morning and before you go to sleep.
Yeah, it sucks.
So I usually drink tea in the morning. I just take medication. If there's orange juice, I'll have that, and I just drink a lot of water throughout the day, and I try not to interact with anyone. And then I shower at night, which is good, because like when I start to feel like really gross at the end of the day, like the steam from the shower will help.
Yeah. Yep. Showers help. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a former pharmacy student, so she can help us with many things.
So yes, walk into
I was singing
my
I was singing the FIFA theme from Dr. Mario.
Oh, well, we didn't catch that, so
Ding!
it went over our heads. Man.
I just heard him making noises and I kept talking.
Tara, I want to go into your closet.
What?
What?
Your pharmacy closet.
Yes. Okay. So yes, if you have any some what even like ailments, usually I'm able to either know the answer or I can find the answer of what you should take in terms of medicine. So for congestion, like stuffy nose, I recommend Sudafed or pseudoephedrine. But don't take that when you go to bed because it'll keep you up. If you have a cold and you're going to go to bed, then definitely take Benadryl or diphenhydramine.
These are big words.
Yes,
nice
they
job.
are big words. I know. ZQuil is basically Benadryl. It's like liquid Benadryl. It's like the non-habit forming blah, blah, blah. Like, it's literally just rebranded Benadryl. Like, that's literally all it is. So, yeah, the more you know. What else? Let me think. You can take allergy medicine to help with, like, cold symptoms, too. I should do fever reducers. So, if you have a fever, like Ro does, actually, I suggest either ibuprofen or Tylenol. I wouldn't say that they like keep you up or make you drowsy, but it varies per person. But I prefer ibuprofen. I feel like Tylenol doesn't work as well, but I know people who can't take ibuprofen who can take Tylenol. So like, you know, if you gotta take what you gotta take, then yeah, you could.
Take what you can get.
Yeah, there's like some science behind it, but I don't want to bore you guys as to like the differences between an NSAID and a non-NSAID.
I totally forgot you went to pharmacy school for a while.
I mean, it was a semester and a half, but like I did some good
really?
research, and yeah, that was it. And plus I worked at the pharmacy for like 6 years, so I know a good amount of stuff, like common stuff that people always asked you for. So yeah, I'm trying to think.
Sheet music.
Funny.
Can I?
But yeah, that's pretty much it. In terms of common stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this is the I can't talk. I must be sick. The sickness is getting to me.
Yeah.
Like all those things
you
you
jet lag.
Huh?
I think it's the jet lag.
Yeah,
the
could be
jet
jet lag
lag's pretty
too.
bad.
Yeah, that also can.
Do you have any homemade remedies for jet lag, Tara?
Sleep.
I mean, what I usually do to avoid jet lag is to sleep on the plane.
Ha.
And
Yeah,
then
that wasn't
usually
easy.
I'm good. I feel like I adjust to jet lag or like adjust to different like time zones like fairly easily. Like I remember one time I went to Hawaii and that's like 6-hour difference, I think.
Something
I think it's probably
14 maybe.
4 or 5.
I know. Oh, I know.
14.
Australia. That's like Australia.
It's like 14.
That's Australia.
No,
I think
4
it's
or
like
5.
5 or 6 for me.
It's 3. It's 3.
Oh, it's a 14-hour plane ride, I think, or something crazy like that.
Yeah,
Well,
yes, it's a very long
3
plane ride.
It's 3 from the East Coast to the West Coast.
Yeah.
And I think Hawaii is like either an hour or or 2 hours.
I feel like it's
ahead.
3.
Really?
2 or 3. I know it's not 1 hour. Because I know that was like the most difficult thing for me to get accustomed to, but I did in like 2 days. I feel like it's 5 or 6 hours. I'm not sure which. Someone might know in the comments.
If you live in Hawaii, let us know.
Yeah.
Invite us to your house. We'll record WowieTalk at your house. Just support us on Patreon at the $1,000 per episode tier.
Hawaii's really nice, though.
We don't have a Patreon page, by the way. We probably won't get one.
I mean, all 4 of you have one individually, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Tara, Julia, Ro, and you.
Yeah.
I don't do Patreon.
Oh, with the Patreon circle. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're sick. Or 2 of us are sick. I'm sort of sick. Ro is definitely sick.
He's very
Julia.
sick.
Julia is
busy.
sick of working. Tara is just
sick of all her pharmaceutical questions.
Yeah, and Sab is sick of me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.